Once a military airfield during World War II, today Los Angeles International Airport, LAX, handles over 76 million passengers a year. Every 2 minutes, a plane either takes off or lands. Nearly 96,000 cars swarm its roads daily, enough to stretch from Los Angeles to San Francisco. More people pass through LAX annually than the entire population of France. But beneath this massive operation lies a crisis. LAX is suffocating under the weight of its own success. Traffic jams, outdated infrastructure, and chaotic terminals turning travel dreams into delays. Imagine sitting in traffic for over an hour just to reach the entrance, only to miss your flight. So here's the big question. Can a $30 billion overhaul rescue LAX, or is it just a temporary fix for a flawed system? To find out, we're diving deep into the chaos to uncover the critical flaws that have pushed LAX to its breaking point. The root of the chaos. LAX's terminal design, shaped like a horseshoe, forces all traffic into narrow, interconnected spaces. Built in the 1950s, it was never designed for today's massive passenger volume. During peak times, cars converge in a cramped area, creating gridlock. Thanksgiving 2024. Travelers reported wait times of over 30 minutes just to reach the drop-off points. Some passengers abandoned their cars, running to their terminals to avoid missing flights. But with this layout at the core of the airport, how can LAX ever escape the chaos? A traffic nightmare. Unlike airports with multiple access routes, LAX has just 3 major roads: Sepulveda Boulevard, Worldway, and the 405 freeway. This limited access makes the airport vulnerable to bottlenecks. June 2023, a major accident on the 405 turned a 10-minute drive into an hour-long nightmare. Passengers missed flights. How can an international gateway function efficiently when it relies on so few roads? U-shaped terminal layout. No room to expand. LAX's horseshoe design not only causes congestion, but it severely limits the airport's ability to expand. Even with billions of dollars in renovations, there's no space to add new gates or improve flow. 2024, despite extensive terminal upgrades, no new gates were added. The result? Canceled or delayed flights during peak travel. The problem? LAX's outdated design restricts expansion, forcing the airport to face overcrowding with no room for growth. Congestion, a ripple effect. The layout causes delays, not just on the ground, but in the air. 2023, passengers faced 45-minute delays just reaching the terminal entrance. Aircraft spent an average of 30 minutes taxiing to their gates. The result? Missed connections, frustrated passengers, a stressful travel experience. LAX may be a major player in global travel, but constant congestion keeps it from running efficiently. Limited airline growth. The gate struggle. With space at a premium, LAX struggles to accommodate new airlines. 2024, multiple airlines couldn't expand at LAX due to gate shortages. The impact? Limited competition, fewer flight routes, higher ticket prices. With passenger numbers skyrocketing, how long can LAX keep up when it can't even make room for new airlines? Comparison to more flexible airports. A lesson in expansion. Airports like Dallas-Fort Worth, DFW, and Denver International, DN, feature flexible layouts that allow for continuous expansion. At DFW, new gates and terminals can be added without major disruptions. Meanwhile, at LAX, the rigid design makes expansion nearly impossible. The result? LAX struggles to adapt. As the demand for modern air travel grows, LAX is at a crossroads. A $30 billion overhaul is on the way, but the big question remains: can it fix LAX's fatal design flaws? The answer? Coming up next. The $30 billion upgrade. Can it fix LAX? Now that we've laid out the problems, let's dive into the $30 billion question. Can this monumental upgrade really fix LAX? Or is it just a temporary patch for an aging system? The Landside Access Modernization Program, LAMP. The $5.5 billion Landside Access Modernization Program, LAMP, is designed to ease congestion and improve access to the airport. The centerpiece? the Automated People Mover, APM, a 2.25-mile electric train system that promises to whisk passengers between terminals, parking, and rental car facilities in just 10 minutes. Trains arriving every 2 minutes could save crucial time, especially during peak hours. But will this one solution really cut through the daily traffic chaos? Or is it just a drop in the bucket? The Consolidated Rent-A-Car Facility. With over 18,000 rental cars to manage, LAX's new Consolidated Rent-A-Car (ConRac) facility aims to centralize all rental services in one location. This could eliminate the need for shuttle buses, reducing congestion, and improving the pickup-to-drop-off process. But with nearly 96,000 vehicles crowding the airport daily, can this truly solve the underlying congestion? Or is it just addressing one small part of the problem? Metro, rail, and bus connections. A public transport solution. LAX is integrating with the Los Angeles metro system, providing a much-needed alternative to driving. The new airport metro connector station will make it easier for passengers to use public transit instead of cars. But Los Angeles is a city built on car culture. Will locals embrace public transit? Or is this just another underutilized option? Terminal 9 and Concourse 0? More capacity, more problems? Terminal 9 with 12 to 18 new gates, and Concourse 0 adding 6 to 9 gates are part of LAX's plan to accommodate more flights and reduce overcrowding. However, even with more gates, these additions don't fix the core issue of limited space and a congested terminal layout. Will these new gates make a difference? Or are they just a temporary fix for an airport trapped by its outdated design? Airfield improvements, faster planes, but for how long? LAX is reconfiguring its airfield with improved taxiways and runways to enhance aircraft movement. These upgrades will reduce taxi times and improve efficiency. However, even with smoother airfield operations, LAX's core issue of limited space and congestion remains. Can airfield upgrades make a meaningful difference when ground access is still a nightmare? Midfield Satellite Concourse South. More gates, but same old problems. LAX is also adding a new 150,000 square foot concourse with 8 additional gates. More gates mean more flights and potentially better options for passengers. But will passengers reach these gates without navigating traffic jams and long waits? Or will congestion continue to be a major hurdle? Let's look at the facts. Short-term fixes. Are they enough? The $5.5 billion LAMP project, including the Automated People Mover, APM, promises relief by reducing travel times in just 10 minutes. But with 76 million passengers annually and 95,750 vehicles on the roads each day, will this alone be enough to alleviate overwhelming congestion? The new Consolidated Rent-A-Car (ConRac) facility will centralize rental services and reduce shuttle traffic. However, does this really solve the larger issue of overcrowded roads and limited access points? Environmental impact. At what cost? LAX's expansion has already displaced communities like Surfridge and Manchester Square. Residents within 10 miles of the airport face higher risks of respiratory issues and heart disease due to pollution. Meanwhile, high-speed rail is gaining traction in countries like France, where short flights are banned in favor of rail. Could LAX be overlooking a more sustainable solution? What do you think? Is the $30 billion overhaul enough to solve LAX's deep-rooted problems? Or is it just a temporary fix? Should we prioritize sustainable rail systems over further airport expansion? This issue affects millions of travelers each year. Share this video with your friends and family so more people can weigh in on whether LAX's upgrades are a game changer or just a temporary fix. Let's get this discussion going. And if you love exploring mega projects, construction, and engineering marvels, make sure to subscribe to Megaprojects Uncovered and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Finally, thank you from the bottom of my heart for sticking with us till the end. Your time and support mean the world. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.